参ります。新年の祝いの舞、どうぞお楽しみください。
Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming at you this showcase on a Max Transcended New Year's Rukia. Alright, so going into the Rukia, let's just get right into it. Alright, so New Year's Rukia is a Soul Reaper with an Rock Art Killer. We do have level 2 SP. She also has a recovered 25% stamina link, and she is a Chronicle Quest bonus character, right? She also has Max Transcended, so she is purple. Going into it, she does have a Bruiser of 20%, Devastation 40%, Reduced Strong Attack cooldown from the links, Paralysis Immunity, Stamina Recovery 25%, and Long Reach 20%. She does have Sprinter and Frenzy, and we do have hidden enemies from here, the Berserker 20% from here, and yeah, 40% Strong Attack recharge from that. I do hope that she gets resurrected into Strong Attack recharge. That would definitely be nice. I don't really know, sometimes they give them full stamina damage boost for recovery links, but we'll see how that goes. We are rocking 2900, almost 2991 spiritual pressure total. And without further ado, let's get into it and see exactly what she can do. We will do a full stamina damage boost link after this. No allies. Why do you have a level? Why do you have a level 60? Oh my goodness. Okay. I thought that was a bot. First Strong Attack lunge. I actually like her lunge quite a bit. I forgot how much I really liked her her animations. Like, her animations are actually pretty damn clean. Like, obviously the walking vortex is pretty okay. Not necessarily the best strong attack because it's not an elongated vortex, right? So normally these strong attacks would have like a 24-second cooldown, but she only has the 16-second cooldown, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But like, the thing to note is that it doesn't really perform like a normal vortex. Like, it does perform like a normal vortex, but since it doesn't last long, you can't really drag around enemies or really crowd control them like normal. Boom, boom. Alright, so let's do the damage calculation and see how much she would have if she had killer. 6,400. 6,400 and 2,500. You got a 7,300 over there. So 67. Alright, let's check this out. Alright, so 6,700 times 1.6. If she had killer, she'd be dealing roughly 10k per hit. The vortex that hits for roughly 2,500 would hit for 4k per tick. Since it is not an elongated vortex, we do have a shorter cooldown on it, but it's not really, in my opinion, worth it. Okay, so going into elongated vortex, like walking vortexes, they have a 24-second cooldown versus a 16-second cooldown that she currently has, assuming that she had no strong attack recharge, right? But an elongated vortex usually has twice the amount of hits, and then on top of that, actually it's more than twice the amount of hits, and since it has a slightly longer cooldown as opposed to more than twice the cooldown, honestly an elongated vortex for an SP based unit is usually better. Boom boom. Unless like the character deals so much dick that it doesn't even matter. Alright, so let's check out the damage for the ultimate before we put on the full stamina damage boost. $52.4k. Okay, so 52.4k times 1.6, 83 times 4, so 330k. Relatively low damage. She doesn't have weakening, she doesn't have any status elements or weakened defense, so I mean it does make sense that she wouldn't be dealing crazy amounts of numbers. Keep in mind that she does have level 2 SP, so when we're comparing her to other characters with like the max SP that you could possibly have, obviously it's not going to be the same. Now let's put on the full stamina damage boost and see what kind of numbers she can push in that retrospect. Alright, so let's put on the Senkaisen. Alright, so let's put on the Senkaisens and see what kind of damage she can deal in that regard. Boom, boom. We are taking off the links off of Toshiro, so keep that in mind. We are using a Zeta Pill as well. I guess we could take that off. Nice, we actually do have a Hollow Bait over here. Alright, so let's see what kind of numbers we can actually push with this. I'm not gonna bring Charlie from the... I feel like this guy like quit playing after like a day, bro. Why is he still on your friends list? Like, I don't understand. Alright, so full boosters. First strong attack. Boom, 14.5k. It's actually pretty good damage, I'm not gonna lie. 5,000. 5,000 would equate to an extra 3k. So 8k for the Vortex. 14.6. 14.6 times 1.6, that's gonna be 23.3k per hit. That's actually really good damage, I'm not gonna lie. Considering she doesn't have max SP, she'd probably be hitting for roughly like 25k. If she gets Havoc though, I feel like she's gonna have some good range on her though. That was close. Like, the range of her Vortex is pretty good. Or at least it doesn't feel like a normal low quality Vortex, I suppose. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me put up the radius on the screen. Nice. Fortunately, we're going to get to heal here. $70.9k, that's not bad. I like how there actually ended up being underground enemies that I didn't notice the first time around. That's funny. I love Zeta pills, they're so good. Alright, boom boom. 70.9k on the high end, 67k on the low end. Alright, so if we take like the roughly 68k, oh excuse me, 68k roughly times 4 damage. 68k on the low end. 272,000? I'm trying to think of how we got up to 330k on the other end.
Alright. So apologize for the fan noises, but I definitely derped towards the end here. So I get really confused as to why I dealt more damage in the first test of the special move damage, and I now get less damage when I test it with Senkaizen links. And I didn't take into account that I did have the 68,000 right? With the times 4 for the amount of hits. But in the first one, I calculated it with Killer. 435,000. Divided by 360 should be roughly 20%. Actually is more than 20%. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's damage boost instead of like special move damage boost, right? So an extra 30% damage with Senkaizens as opposed to without the Senkaizens. So that in and of itself is pretty damn nutty, not gonna lie.
Either way, I mean, that's pretty much the Rukia in a nutshell. Under max Transcendence, she's actually not as bad as she would be if she didn't have Transcendence available. I will say that that's definitely one thing that I actually really love about Transcendence, is that all these old characters, like Rukia has a standard lunge, first strong attack, and a full screen third strong attack, but she doesn't have strong attack recharge, right? If she gets resurrected into strong attack recharge and you like transcend her, then I mean, she's playable. Like, I don't think she's actually bad. Like, normally when I do these showcases on characters that are actually legit pretty mediocre or bad, they usually underperform really badly, and I don't think that Rukia did at all. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, guys, grind. I'll catch up with him and stay blessed. I'll shout out to the boy also for allowing me to do this showcase, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.